Nicaragua isn't exactly a top tourist destination in Central America. And among those who do come, there's one region almost everyone skips, the north, dismissed as too poor, too rural, with nothing to see. We weren't planning to stop there either. In the end, it became one of our best surprises in the whole country. My name is Leah, and with my partner Quentin, we are slowly making our way across the Americas by motorcycle. We left Canada on June 1st, 2024, rode up to the Arctic Ocean, then turned around. Destination, Patagonia, Argentina. In the last episode, I was turned away at the Honduras border, forcing me to cross the country illegally and arrive in Nicaragua a little earlier than planned. Oh my god, we're entering Nicaragua. Who would have thought? Okay, let's see a little bit what Nicaragua looks like in the daylight. After a night near the border, we get back on the road toward León. The north of Nicaragua wasn't part of our route either. The air blowing on us is burning. It's crazy hot. We are entering León. Oh, that's insane. My sweat is dripping in my eyes and burning. Almost there. We found a nice and cute little hostel. Should be here. Yep. Yes. León is often considered the country's cultural capital. It's also one of the best places to understand Nicaragua's recent history. We are in León, in Nicaragua, and we're going for a walk to visit a bit the city. For decades, León was one of the main strongholds of the Sandinista revolution. The city's walls still carry the traces. Murals, monuments, memory of the period that continues to shape Nicaragua today. We're visiting the Museum of Legends and Traditions. Just by yourself, so it's they were hard to understand because there's no explanation. There's just nice things to see, but we don't know yet what are the legends and traditions. But it's a beautiful place. That's
right. If one moves, I shit my pants.
Let's enter the room of the terrifying legends. The guy has no head. We were just looking at the sculpture,
Very close.
very close. Found out there's a bat on the head of a witch, which is a real bat. Wow, I've never seen a bat that close.
It's quite a big one.
Arrête. We also visited León Cathedral, the largest in Central America.
¿Qué pasa? A comienzos del siglo pasado, reino de Jerusalén
We came back at the end of the day to watch the sunset from its roof. It was beautiful. What was harder to swallow though is that Leon's own residents don't get access to the roof at this hour. We do. I really never understood why. But Leon had another challenge waiting for us: the heat. I've been to hot countries before, but this, even sitting in the shades, made you want to crawl into a freezer. So, almost on a whim, we changed our plans. Aquí. Gracias. Adiós, gracias por todo. Good morning, people. Today we are leaving León and we're going up in the mountains with the hope, with a big hope, to find some cool air because it is extremely hot in León. If the heat hadn't been so overwhelming, we'd already be much further south by now. Higher in altitude, the heat starts to be bearable finally. It's nice to ride. Because before that was extremely hot, riding in a sauna or in a hammam with the humidity, whatever.
Did you feel it? It's a cold wind.
A cold is a big word, but yeah, it was a fresher wind. Nice. Yeah. We arrived in Estelí. Honestly, the town itself didn't leave much of an impression. Mostly, we drank some coffee grown in the region, but my mic wasn't well plugged, so let's pass quickly on that. What's interesting in Estelí are the surroundings. We are going to see what's outside of the city. There's a little hike, waterfall we can visit, so we'll see. That's the goal of today. A dirt track led us to a farm lost in the mountains. For 40 years, its owner has been carving the rock around his home. A dream he had at age 9, he says. One he's never stopped digging into since. No tourists, no shop, just one man alone with his mountain, and his whole life poured into it. We just stopped by a waterfall on our road and had a swim, and it feels nice. Very, very nice. A few days later, we get back on the road towards Somoto, even further north. This morning we are leaving, Estelí, to go in the mountains to visit something called the Grand Canyon of Nicaragua. It's not super touristic apparently yet, but it looks stunning. We are just arriving in the little town of Somoto, which means we're not very far from the canyon, I think. We leave the bikes behind and climb into the back of a pickup truck. A first for me despite all my years of hitchhiking. Somoto Canyon is considered the oldest in Central America, formed millions of years ago when two tectonic plates pulled apart. During the dry season, part of the visit is done on foot, the other by swimming.
Want to hold hands so I can go there?
Je ootjes. The most daring jump from the cliffs, from 1 meter up to 20. The 20-meter one, we left that honor to the guide. We'd barely dried off when the rain hit. A real downpour. The rainy season had just begun and we remembered it well on the ride back. Come close to me, they're gonna take a photo. Gracias. Arias! This morning we're leaving Estelí, but not yet the northern part of Nicaragua because we want to stay a little bit more in the mountains. So we're just going to another city in the mountains. I mean, maybe not city, maybe village. I don't know yet. Our next stop is Matagalpa. In our heads, we pictured a quiet little town tucked into the mountains. Well, the traffic jam at the entrance quickly set us straight. Hola! So we climbed all the way up to the lookout point. Man, that's steep. I think the view gonna be worth it. Oh, it looks beautiful already. And this time there was no doubt. Matagalpa is huge. It's definitely not a village. It's quite a big city actually. We were wrong. If we'd crossed Nicaragua as planned, we probably never would have made it up here. And yet, these mountains will likely stay among our favorite memories of the country. All because of a heat we couldn't stand in León. Now it's time to head back south, but that's for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers. I just would like to send very bad karma to the guy who will throw a chewing gum on the floor where people walk barefoot.